The Avatar series is a show filled with powerful, skilled, and hot male benders.
The only guy with an arrow pointing to his nose, Tenzin!
But have you ever wondered who among them is the strongest?
You can count on one of us. I don't know about these two ladies.
Before we begin, it's important to let y'all know that avatars will not be included on this list.
I'm sorry! I didn't know it belonged to the Avatar!
Tell me where all it is!
With that being said, here's our ranking of the most powerful male benders in the Avatar universe. Beginning this list at number 19 is the fart-bending master himself, Meelo.
What about me?
Sorry, buddy, but this mission counts on everyone being as silent as possible. And your farts are just too much of a wild card.
I can be quiet!
This young airbender might be small in size, but his energy and ingenuity is incredible.
You can't handle all this, Meelo!
Meelo's skills with airbending are nothing short of remarkable. On a more serious note, Meelo adds fun, thinking outside the box attitude and style to his bending.
Bombs away!
Which seems to be a trait of most high-level benders.
I'm proud of you all for finding Korra.
Proud enough to get me my tats?
No.
Number 18 is the Boulder.
You may be big, but you ain't bad. The Boulder's gonna win this in a landslide.
The Boulder was no doubt one of the best earthbending fighters in the Earth Rumble tournament.
No, no, please!
His fighting style was not as flamboyant and over-the-top like other fighters. I like how he became friends with Toph and helped with the invasion even after his embarrassing defeat.
The Boulder takes issue with that comment.
Number 17 is Tonraq. Tonraq is one of the most underrated waterbenders in the series. Probably because we don't get to see him fight often. He relies more on his own brute strength to overpower his opponents. And his waterbending techniques are top-notch.
Nowhere to go, Zaheer!
He held his own against Zaheer, survived a blast from Plea, even fought his evil brother and lived to tell tales. Coming in at number 16 is Bolin. Bolin is a talented former pro bender.
This is unbelievable! Bolin is bending 2 full stacks of Earth discs at once!
He's been shown to be a precise earthbender who uses smaller and quicker maneuvers for offense, in conjunction with more traditional rigid earthbending for defense. He was able to disrupt Plea's combustion bending and helped in bringing down a large building. Bolin's lava bending came out of nowhere.
Incredible.
You're a lava bender! I know. I just found out.
But he became more powerful after he had mastered the skill,
So that's how you got out of the temple. Not bad.
which was helpful in a number of missions and battles. Including instances where he would turn rocks into flying discs of molten shurikens. Number 15 is Mako.
And his plan is working! Han is in the pool! They've got nothing left in the tank and Mako is on the offensive!
Mako's skill in firebending has been present from the beginning. He has a unique style of firebending that's based around dodging, keeping calm, and finding an opening. His rapid and concentrated fire attacks overwhelmed opponents like Ghazan. leaving them little time to counter. Mako could also create and control lightning, a skill he used to get a job at the power plant and defeat Minghua single-handedly. Dude even blasted Amon. Not once, but twice. He has the ability to sustain large amounts of lightning over an extended period as seen here. Number 14 is Ghazan. This guy was an incredibly skilled earthbender. With only 3 small rocks, pay attention to what he does here. Ghazan was highly formidable in combat. He was fast and freaking agile.
What are you smiling about?
I was just remembering the last time we fought.
He even managed to defeat our Fire Lord Zuko. But what blows my mind is his impressive lava-bending sub-skill. A power he used to terrorize the whole city. Ghazan was truly a weapon of mass destruction. Number 13 is Pakku.
Good morning, Master Pakku!
Pakku had a great reputation as a skilled and influential teacher.
Fine. You want to learn to fight so bad? Study closely.
He had incredible control over water and could manipulate it with precision and agility. He could create strong water whips, waves, and ice structures. During the Siege of the North, Pakku fought alongside other waterbenders to protect his tribe from the invaders.
Stop those fireballs!
Despite his advanced age, he showed incredible agility, strength, and skill in battle, holding his ground against multiple Fire Nation soldiers. Besides being a teacher, Pakku was also a member of the Order of the White Lotus and actively took part in the liberation of Ba Sing Se. At number 12 is Unalaq. Unalaq displayed outstanding waterbending abilities in combat. By using only a small amount of water, he could unleash incredibly strong attacks one after another. Even changing the type of attack while in motion. Unalaq combined fantastic speed, immense raw power, and an exceptional fighting strategy. I haven't seen any character who can confidently handle his expertise in waterbending, except Master Katara. Number 11 is Jeong Jeong.
You are not ready! You are too weak!
Jeong Jeong's mastery of firebending was so profound that he was considered a living legend among benders.
It's a trick! He's run off into the woods.
What set him apart was his deep understanding of the philosophy behind firebending.
Water is cool and soothing, earth is steady and stable, but fire is alive.
He believed in the importance of control and restraint.
To master the bending disciplines, you must first master discipline itself.
Unlike many firebenders who focused solely on power and aggression. This wisdom allowed him to develop techniques that emphasized precision and defense rather than sheer force. In terms of raw power, Jeong Jeong was formidable. He could produce massive fire blasts, create walls of fire, and even manipulate existing fires to his advantage. Coming in at number 10 is Zaheer. Zaheer was a highly skilled and dangerous airbender in the series. After achieving the rare skill of airbending, he mastered the ability to fly unaided.
Did he just fly?
Guess he doesn't need a ride.
Which gave him a significant advantage in combat. This made him incredibly difficult to pin down and allowed him to outmaneuver opponents easily. Moreover, Zaheer was not just physically strong but also mentally formidable. He was a charismatic and persuasive leader who was able to rally others to his cause.
Say hello to the Earth Queen for me!
At number 9 is Tenzin. Tenzin possesses considerable airbending abilities, honed through years of training and practice. His tornadoes alone is strong enough to throw large mecha tanks in the air. And he's capable of creating air pockets to protect himself and others from harmful gases.
Not these mecha tanks again!
He's shown to be highly proficient in both defensive and offensive airbending techniques. In this scene, Tenzin was stomping Zaheer with finesse. Keep in mind, other members of the Red Lotus were present. And it took just 4 of them to knock him down. I mean, that should tell you something. But my guy still wouldn't give up without a fight. Additionally, his wisdom, strategic thinking, and dedication to upholding the air nomad culture contribute to his strength as a character. Number 8 is Zuko. Zuko is one of the most proficient firebenders in the Avatar series. His firebending abilities, while initially fueled by anger and impatience, improve over time as he learns to control and refine his bending, becoming more precise and versatile in combat. Moreover, Zuko possesses exceptional swordsmanship skills, having been trained by the legendary swordsman Pian Dao. His proficiency with dual Dao swords adds another dimension to his combat abilities.
Bet you wish he'd help you out with a little fire blast right now!
Throughout the series, he undergoes a transformation, questioning his beliefs and realizing the destructive nature of his nation's actions.
Growing up, we were taught that the Fire Nation was the greatest civilization in history. What an amazing lie that was.
He eventually chooses to join Aang and his friends in their quest to restore balance to the world.
I have to help you defeat my father and restore balance to the world.
At number 7 is Combustion Man.
Zuko, watch out! It's Sparky Boom Man!
Unlike traditional firebending, his abilities focuses on creating and releasing explosive concussive blasts, using his third eye, rather than manipulating flames.
This is crazy! How can we beat a guy who blows things up with his mind?
He never utters a single word, which is kinda scary. This guy's relentless pursuit of his targets makes him a terrifying enemy. Once he sets his sight on a target, he will stop at nothing to track them down and eliminate them. Thank goodness Sokka ended this third-eyed freak for good. Number 6 is
the Phoenix King.
Ozai's firebending is just for destruction, nothing more, nothing less. Man even tried to kill his own son with lightning. Even though he was empowered by Sozin's comet during his battle against Aang. The guy was clearly a beast throughout the fight. I mean, dude was using firebending to fly around. And giving Aang a run for his money. In addition to his bending prowess, Ozai is a strategic and ruthless leader.
Sozin's comet is almost upon us, and on that day it will endow us with the strength and power of 100 suns.
I've never seen anyone as manipulative as this guy. Well, except Azula.
Don't you want to know what happened to your mother?
But man's willing to go to great lengths to achieve his aim.
Prepare to die!
Even if it means wearing a new and ugly costume.
It's time for this world to end in fire, and for a new world to be born from the ashes.
At number 5 is Iroh. This tea-loving man.
See, Prince Zuko? A moment of quiet is good for your mental well-being.
Has a deep understanding of firebending philosophy.
The breath becomes energy in the body. The energy extends past your limbs and becomes fire.
Which emphasizes balance, discipline, and inner strength.
And in the moment, the positive and negative energy come crashing back together. You provide release and guidance, creating lightning.
He offered valuable guidance and advice to his nephew, Zuko.
I know my own destiny, Uncle.
Is it your own destiny? Or is it a destiny someone else has tried to force on you?
And other characters throughout the series.
No one has ever believed in me.
While it is always best to believe in oneself, a little help from others can be a great blessing.
Despite his old age, Iroh possesses considerable physical strength. And he's deeply connected to the spiritual aspects of bending and the world around him.
Where's my uncle?
He's gone. He busted himself out. I've never seen anything like it. He was like a one-man army.
Number 4 is King Bumi.
We're trading a 2-year-old for a king. A powerful earth-bending king? It just doesn't seem like a fair trade, does it?
Bumi's earth-bending strength has many sides to it. This guy likes to use unorthodox tactics and strategies in battle. Catching opponents off guard. Because he's very unpredictable. He could move massive buildings. And even bend without physical movement.
You could earthbend? All along?
Well, they didn't cover my face.
Bumi can use his environment to his advantage. And turn the earth into powerful weapons or defensive barriers. Also, he was a smart and strategic leader.
How did you end up escaping your imprisonment in Omashu?
Escape? I didn't escape. Everybody else escaped.
And gave great advice too.
Your teacher will be someone who has mastered neutral Jing. You need to find someone who waits and listens before striking.
Coming in at number 3 is Tarrlok. Tarrlok was a highly skilled waterbender. Who possessed a charismatic and manipulative demeanor.
I already explained. Equalus attacked us and took her.
But there were no chi blockers here last night. You planted the evidence, didn't you?
That is a ridiculous accusation.
His water-bending skills were crazy. Like, dude was going all out in this fight. Tarrlok's most notable ability is blood-bending.
You're a bloodbender?
Very observant.
A power he used to knock out a group of powerful benders, including the Avatar. Which doesn't come as a surprise. I mean, his father, who of course is number 2 on the list, was a bloodbending wizard. You see, Yakone was built different.
Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't get involved. But if what those victims said is true, we're not dealing with a normal criminal.
Fine. Follow me, Twinkle Toes.
His reputation as a powerful and ruthless crime boss precedes him.
It's over. You're under arrest, Yakone.
What is Republic City coming to?
To worsen the case, he was a very skilled bloodbender. Unlike most bloodbenders who can only perform this technique during a full moon, Yakone could bloodbend at any time. Man literally took down a whole courtroom of people with no gesture, just psychic blood bending.
Republic City is mine, Avatar. I'll be back one day to claim it.
It had to take Aang going into the Avatar state just to beat him.
It's over.
Finally, at number 1 is Amon.
Or should I call you Noatak?
Like his father Yakone, Amon was a highly skilled bloodbender.
You traitor! I dedicated my life to you!
And he could resist and bloodbend without the need for physical motion or a full moon. But what made the whole thing very scary was the fact that he could block one's ability to bend with this abominable skill.
What did you do to me?
Your firebending is gone. Forever.
Like, this guy literally terrorized every single bender at the mention of his name alone.
Hello, Amon, sir? I think there's been a big misunderstanding.
Even his own brother had this to say about him.
I've never encountered a bender as strong as Noatak.
Worse is, no medical expert could reverse the effect.
I've been to the best healers in the city. Whatever Amon did to me, it's permanent.
Although Aang later gave Korra her bending back. And she in turn helped other benders. He was agile and fast.
Let her go!
And his waterbending was awesome too, even though we didn't get to see more of it. To be honest, I kinda love how he ended. My only pain is that Tarrlok had to go with him.
It will be just like the good old days.
And there you have it, folks. Our ranking of the most powerful male benders in Avatar. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments who you think is the strongest. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, stay geeky.